get Six Sigma where it is today, and being able to be used as a tool to improve organizations throughout the world. The lean portion, you can tie that strictly back to the Toyota production system, and that goes all the way back to the 1940s. And so you can see that these systems are designed for long-term improvement, and sometimes we get so focused on the short term, we forget that we're planning for the future. We're not just trying to improve the today, but we're trying to improve the process for tomorrow as well. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Twana.
Good afternoon. I bring you greetings from the Business Development and Procurement Services, where I serve as the Procurement Contract Management Department. Is the division where we're over contract management. I'm also a certified fraud examiner. And because of this green belt, I got accepted into grad school, which I'm now in. And this is my project. First of all, I'm sure this is good. Oh, good. Is the microphone? Can you hear me now? Okay. But okay, I'm being obedient. First of all, when I first got started, I talked to Mike Frost, who is our director, and asked him, what project will you have me to work on? Because when you get their buy-in, you get success out of it, and much cooperation. And so he told me he wanted to reduce the processing time for requisitions. So that's what my project is. And I almost said that's a problem. There's room for opportunity. As a department, we are experiencing a problem with the purchase requisition processing time. The area where the problem is occurring is all city departments. That's all of us. The problem has existed for at least 60 months. The magnitude of the problem is 1,658 requisitions with processing days greater than 7. Now what I did was I took a 5-year analysis and captured the data, and there were 4,001 requisition processed within that 5-year period. And of the 4,001, 1,658 were in defects. So defects, when I looked at that, I went and met with 2 other buyers, because there are 2 buyers that all their duties is every day is to process requisitions that our department submit. And so that's how they're supposed to spend 8 hours of their day. But what I found out, they told me that 3 of their 8 hours is spent on rejecting requisitions, correcting requisitions, and providing training. Imagine that. We're going to fix that, right?
That's right.
Y'all feel me?
Yes.
Okay, good. My goal was to improve the process at least by 75%, and we want to reduce it to 7 days. Because when I looked at that report, we had 280 days, 380 days for a purchase requisition. And I heard people say, oh, it takes so long. So since it takes so long to get anything back out of purchase, we might as well order 10 of them. But you only need 1. So you have this big stock inventory in your departments of things that you're not going to use. So we're gonna bust all that wide open. We're not going to have that anymore. Why y'all happy to hear that? Because I know who you are. Of that, we have identified soft dollars of 66,371. We arrived to that amount by taking the 2 buyers' salaries, dividing the percentage of time that they use in training and rejecting requisitions, and then that's how we calculated the soft dollars that we could save. And this is what it's told you about the buyers. I'm speaking, can we go last? And that's our measure phase. I just explained that, how we got there. This is our current process. While 84-5 is governing the document, the process described herein is how city departments facilitate purchasing activities in support of 84-5. Everybody familiar with 84-5? Yes? which is lack of communication. You got new employees that say they've never done it before, but they received no training. In conclusion, we turned up that man-machine material or fishbone diagram identified many potential or likely causes of defects throughout this process. This is our wide-step diagram. This is our measure phase. Our analyze phase, we analyzed it was lack of training, people were brand new, nobody told them what to do. I'm going fast because I'm last, and I know y'all ready to go, and I feel like bursting in the song, but I'm not. Staff turnover contributes to slow requisition processing time. So there's staff turnover, but nobody's training the staff, new staff that come aboard. I didn't do that. In closing, our next steps is that I'm having two of the buyers to collect data. And what they're doing is, when a person calls in, they're recording their name, their department, what the issue is, and the action they provided. So they've been collecting that since December. So I should have a lot of that. And not to put anybody on blast, I know who the person is. I know what department they're in, and I know how many times they keep calling asking the same question over and over and over again. But that's a good thing, because guess what? We're going to get them some training. And I think this was a good process, because had we not gone through it, we would never know that there is an issue out there, that we need help. People need to be trained. We want you to succeed, and we want to get your requisition processed on time. So we will be analyzing that data we collected, that's our next steps. And we will be identifying those people, contacting their directors, and getting them some one-on-one training. Isn't that good news?
Yes, ma'am.
And so I want to thank everybody for the opportunity. I want to thank the Greenbelt team for this opportunity. And Brandon, I'm not bragging, but I had the best black belt. He really was concerned about me getting this. And for all of you new green belts that are coming in, don't be scared. You know, it may seem a little challenging, but focus on the end prize. And it's learning, training, and development. It was training for me. I didn't know anything about the requisition process, but it was a good learning tool. So focus on the positives that comes out of, oh, Lord, instead of, anything that's worth having is worth working for. No pain, no gain. So I encourage you to stay positive throughout this process, and I thank y'all for this opportunity. Y'all have a lot of fun.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed the presentations, and those on the live feed, I hope you all enjoyed the presentations as well. And with that, I want to say thank you and have a great weekend.